political candidate will give up free airtime. So, Mr. John Georges.
I want to thank everybody for the preparation for today. Those questions were very good. And I want to thank my opponents for showing up today, because I think it's very important that we have new leadership in Louisiana. I'm a person that offers an alternative. I've created jobs my entire life. I run businesses. I've turned around a lot of failed companies. I have the experience of 6 years on the State Board of Regents, 6 years running on the board of a private school, K through 12, 3 years as the head of my church, and 25 years of experience in business. We have a crisis in Louisiana. We have a management crisis. I will bring in good managers, and I will find those managers right here in Louisiana. Those that are working in government today that are maybe 2 or 3 levels down that need to be raised up like I would do in any other business, and those from the private sector that have had enough of government, enough of politics. I'm an independent. I can attract people from both parties. I no longer have to answer to the parties' bosses in Washington, D.C. that want to decide our future. There are too many people that are influencing Louisiana's future. Many of them live in Washington, D.C. Many of them have given money to candidates in this race for the sole purpose of coming down here and telling us what to do, getting the government contracts, and going right back where they came from with the money. I will not do that, because my jobs are for the people of Louisiana. That's who I'm responsible to. I'm the guy that you can trust. I'm the guy that's going to bring new leadership to Louisiana. You need to consider my candidacy. There are 30% of the people in this state that are undecided. Why are they undecided? Because they can't figure out who they want. Read the Georges plan. Read about my plan. I talk about the issues in Louisiana. I don't hide from the issues. I don't hide behind my party. I'm standing right here in front of these other 2 gentlemen talking about the issues and answering the questions. We need a governor that won't hide. We need a governor that's going to take on the problems. I will do that for Louisiana. I went to Gina, Louisiana. I run a business. I won't run from the problems of Louisiana. And when the people, the next storm comes for Louisiana, I have to ask you a question. Who do you want to be your governor? Do you want a governor that's going to hide? Or do you want a governor that's got the courage to take on the storms and the protests and all the problems we have in Louisiana? I can do that because we're a divided state, and I can unite this state. That's what my candidacy is all about. You're going to see coalitions of people coming together for Georges for governor, people that don't even get along with each other. I'm bringing people together every day. We have a few short days to do this, and I look forward to your vote on Election Day. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Georges, thank you very much. Our next closing statement will come from Mr. Foster Campbell. 3 minutes.
Well, first of all, I want to tell the people of Louisiana, thank you for having me in your homes and your businesses and just being nice. I don't think I've met anybody rude in the last 9 months. I'm the first guy to say that I was running for governor. I have never switched parties. I'm a Democrat. And I'm proud to be a Democrat. I'm proud of the principles of helping the people who need help. What you do to the least of these, you do to me. That's what I've tried to practice all along through my whole career. I was in the Senate for 27 years, did a lot of things in education. Up in Bossier Parish, where I lived, I made the school board save $18 million. They wanted to spend it. We saved $18 million in a fund called Bossier Educational Excellence Fund. We took all the gaming proceeds and we put it in this fund, and we only spend the interest in the classroom, one of the finest programs in the state. And along when Mike Foster didn't want to sue the tobacco companies and Bobby Jindal didn't want to sue the tobacco companies, I knew they caused cancer of the lung to a lot of indigent people. They knew it too. We sued them. Thank God to Mr. Ayub who sued them. We got $4.8 billion. I was able to help create, and I passed this bill, the Louisiana Educational Excellence Fund. We have $1 billion now for every parish. They get money every year. Parishes like Ouachita. Orleans has got $14 million in the last 4 years. Small parishes like Red River's got $1.5 million that doesn't have a tax base. I represent people. I make no apology. I want to be your governor. I have the responsibility. I'm responsible. I'm independent. I'm nobody's guy. Nobody owns me. And I think I do a pretty good at managing money. And I'll give you a good example. My 2 opponents here have spent $4 or $5 million apiece. I've spent about $1 million, scraping and scratching. We finally got $1 million. I'm going to be in the runoff. And when I get in the runoff with Bobby Jindal, bet all your money on me because I can win. I appreciate your help.
Foster Campbell and Mr. Walter Bosso.
Well, fellow Louisianians and panelists, thank you so much for having us together here tonight. Mr. Campbell made a great point about how much money I've spent to be your governor of the state. But unfortunately, until you see dead bodies in the street and people hanging on for life, you'll never begin to appreciate where I come from. And even to further go back 2 years later, you'd find it hard to believe you live in America. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about leadership. This is about selecting a leader to bring Louisiana back on track again. And the only way you can judge a leader is judge a leader by its past. And by the past, I mean, I have a 28-year record in the civic community. I have a 28-year record in the business community. I've been a state senator now for 4 years. I've been fighting corruption since I got into public office. I have taken on some of the hottest issues, sacred cows here in Louisiana. I took on the river pilots. I took on the levee boards. And with your help, you all helped me consolidate and take the politics out of protecting people's lives and property. There's a couple things they teach you when you get into politics. The first thing is how to answer a question without answering a question. Well, I failed that course. The second thing they teach you is promise the voter everything they want to hear. So this way they can elect you, and then you get to go do what you want to do after you're elected. I'm a little different when it comes to that because all I have is my name and my reputation and my track record. Our state is on its knees. The question we all have to ask ourselves is, can Louisiana recover from the recovery? We have a lot of big challenges in Louisiana, but we have so many wonderful assets here with the proper leadership to bring everybody together for that one common mission and one common cause. That is how we're going to be successful in Louisiana. You can have all the best plans you want in the world. You can have all the best ideas and the best intentions. But the only way we will succeed is you'll have to bring everyone together. I have a history of doing that my whole life. You got to give people who are on the front line a chance to be part of the solution. I have no interest in Band-Aids. We have got a chance to see over past history, it's all the same problems. Why do we have an insurance crisis today? Why haven't we solved health care? Why is education still ranked where it is today? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your opportunity now to select a leader, someone who has the political courage to not worry about getting reelected to lead Louisiana into the future.
All right, Mr. Bosso, thank you all. Thank all of you candidates. That concludes the closing statements for tonight.